The Burning Letter. Venice, 1932. The air was thick with the scent of old silk, champagne, and the humid, salty breath of the lagoon. The annual carnival was in full, glittering swing, a week of masks, music, and lies. In the opulent ballroom of her palazzo, Contessa Lucia Moretti, the stunning blonde widow of a nobleman who had vanished 3 years prior, hosted her annual masquerade. She moved through the crowd like a sapphire ghost, always wearing the same shimmering sapphire gown, always smiling the same brittle smile for all the wrong men who offered condolences and proposals in equal measure. She excused herself from a tiresome conversation just as her butler delivered a note on a small silver tray. It was sealed with heavy, unfamiliar wax. Lucia took it to a quiet alcove. The message, scrawled in rushed, elegant script, was a chilling warning. "Someone here knows what you did." Lucia's hand did not tremble. The smile vanished. She knew exactly what she had done, and she had spent 3 years ensuring no one else did. As midnight approached, marking the climax of the ball, the first massive fireworks burst in explosions of emerald and ruby over the Grand Canal. Under the cover of the noise and light, Lucia took the note to a nearby candelabra. She held the thick paper carefully to the flame, watching the heat work its silent magic. As the edge of the paper turned to crisp ash, the heat-activated invisible ink sprang into view. "Meet me on the bridge. Alone." She didn't hesitate. Pulling her delicate silver mask tighter, she slipped away from the ballroom and down the service stairs. She crossed the silent courtyard and stepped onto the small, mist-shrouded stone bridge that connected her property to the sleeping Calais. Only one figure was waiting, a solitary man in a black domino mask and a dark suit holding a violin case. He was the masked violinist who had played the melancholic waltzes all evening. He set the case down and slowly, deliberately removed the mask. Lucia gasped, stumbling back against the damp stone railing. The air left her lungs in a painful rush. The elegant bone structure, the familiar intensity in his eyes that still held the reflection of a 3-year-old storm. She whispered, her voice barely audible over the receding cheer of the revelers inside. "You were supposed to be dead." He smiled faintly, a tired, knowing expression that felt colder than the Venetian mist. "So are you, my love." The truth, a sharp, cold dagger, hung between them. They were both ghosts, survivors of the same carefully staged disappearance, now forced back together by a common enemy. The man who had truly vanished was a third party, the one who knew their secret. He offered his hand. She took it. The Contessa and the nobleman, the dead returning to the land of the living, shed their costumes one last time. And together they disappeared into the black, silent fog that rolled in from the lagoon, leaving behind no footprints, only a single blue feather, a sign of a stolen memory, drifting gently on the canal's dark water.